Okay, so hi guys, I welcome you to the session 3 on the bar charts. In the earlier session or in session 1, we had discussed about the basics of the bar charts. Then we had done a question that was based on the combined concepts that we had done in the theory part. In the second session, we basically looked at the type 1 question or the question that are basically, I call them the relation based charts. So we had done question based on that, and in this video what we'll do is that we'll see the type 2 question, that is the combined graph. Okay, the combined graph. So let's start with this. Why this is called the combined graph is, see this, just try to read this question. The bar chart below shows the revenue received in million USD dollars from subscriber to a particular internet service. Okay, say these are the subscribers to the Netflix. The data covers the period 2003 to 2007. Okay, so what is this data about? Okay, so see, this is combined graph is because they have given, see, they could have given two separate graphs, one for the USA and one for the Europe. But what they'll do is they'll generally combine these stuffs. They'll show the same bar graph within one chart. Okay, that is why they are called combined, and you'll have a lot of questions even in the line graphs based on the similar combination concept. Okay. And what are these here about? The bar chart also shows the estimated revenues. Okay, so for this year, these are the estimated revenues. Okay. Let's see the question and then we'll solve it. Okay, the difference between the estimated subscription in Europe in 2008 and what it would have been if they were computed using the same percentage growth rate of 2007 over 2006. Okay, so 2008, see, this is estimated. So what is estimated value is for Europe? So Europe is black. So for Europe, okay, let me clear this. So for Europe, it seems that it is 610, I guess. Okay, you can take it as 610 because it is some portion is within above the bar. Okay, so you could take 610. Okay, then what would have been if it were computed using the percentage growth rate of 2007 over 2006? Okay, see this. So in 2006, what it was say 380. Okay, and in 2007 it was 500. So the growth was 120 over 380 into 100. Okay, this was the percentage of the growth that we had. Now what they are saying is that, see this, what it would have been. See, if this would have been the similar growth percentage, that is, this is the similar percentage of the growth over this. So this is the percentage that we are basically looking for. So this would be 120 by 380 by 500 into, okay, so this is the percentage growth. Let's try to compute it separately first. Okay. So this would be 38. So 38 into 3, because 3, see this, try to calculate the percentage. So 10% is 38. So 38 into 3, that would be 30%, that would be 24, that would be 9, this would be 114. And if you try to compute it, 3.8 would be 1%, so round about 32%. So see this. So 2006 to 2007, it was a 32% growth. If similar was the growth, that is 32%, so 500 ka 32% would be, that is round about 50, 150 plus 2% would be 10. So this is 160. Now if you say 160, so this is 160 or plus 500, so this is 660. So if it would have gone in the similar manner, so this would have been 660, but what they estimated was 610, so the difference is 50. Okay, So I think you got the answer. Okay. So it is not about accurately, because there will be indeed a variation. In case of the bar charts, there will indeed be a variation in the charts. So if you would have taken it like 600, so this would have resulted something about 40. So approximately the answer would have been 50 only. Okay. So you need not worry about that, whether you are able to observe it nicely or not. Okay, there will be indeed be a good variation in the values. Okay, now let's come to this part. So in 2003, okay, 60% of subscribers in Europe were men. Okay, so if it is what it seems to be, 110 million dollars, 110, okay, 110, okay, 60%. Okay, so this is not the population. Okay, see this is a general trend. So in 2003, 60% of the subscribers in Europe were men. Okay, so if there were 100 x people, so out of that 60x was men and 40x was definitely females. Okay, given that the women subscriber increased at the rate of 10% per annum and men at the rate of 60% per annum, what is the approximate percentage growth of the subscriber between 2003 and 2010 in Europe? Okay, the subscription price are volatile and may change. See this. So what we need to see is, every year this grows by 10%. So next year it would be 44x, then it would be 48.4x, and so on. So this is roundabout like a compound interest now. So this is 40x. See, the initial value is 40x, 1 plus 10 by 100, this is the rate amount, and how much time it will grow? 2003, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7. Similarly, you have 60x, and this is like 1 plus 5 by 100 into 7. Okay, this is basically the combined number of the subscribers if they are growing at the rate mentioned. Now what they are asking is, what is the approximate percentage growth of the subscriber? Okay, so this would be 100x. Obviously this is, see, this value minus 100x, this is the growth. What is the approximate percentage growth? Initial was this is the growth, absolute growth, and you just need to find the percentage of it. Okay, and if you solve it, you solve it. Okay, you solve it. So the answer to this would be, I can share this with you. Okay, so the answer to this would be, see this would come about, I have told you how it will be calculated. So this would be something like 162.32x minus 100x upon 100x into 100. So the percentage would be 62. Okay, I think you got it. Okay, so 62 would be your answer. You just need to calculate that. Okay. Consider the annual percentage change in the gap between subscription revenues in the US and this. Okay, consider the annual percentage change in the gap between subscription revenues in the US and the Europe. Okay, what is the year in which the absolute value of this change is highest? Okay, so what you basically need to compute in this is, see, okay, this might seem confusing. See this, consider the annual percentage change, okay, in the gap between subscription revenues in the US. Okay, so for this, see this, so for this the gap is 300. For this the gap is 300. This is almost 110 and this is 410. For this the gap is almost, see this, how much it can be. Okay, this is somewhere about 340. Okay, now what they are asking is, is the gap between the subscription value. For example, if you talk about 03 and 04, so this gap is 340 and this gap is 300. So the percentage change is 400 by 300. This is what they are asking. Okay, so this is basically the gap in 2003, this is basically the gap in 340, and what the difference would be this. So this is 40 by 300 into 100. So for 0506, now let's try to see for 0506. So this is roundabout, let's try and see this. 270, this would be 270 and this is 270. So this is 100. Okay, roundabout, see this. This is 30 plus 7. Okay, this is roundabout 30 plus 90. So 120, and 120 plus 200 would be 320. So this is 320 by, what is the initial one? 05, it was 270. Okay, see this is 320, so this is 320. Okay, this is 320, and for 2006 it is what to say, this is 20, say this is 20, this is 40, 60, 260. Okay, this is 260 for this. Okay, just compute this now. For 07, for it is 07, it is 220. Okay, now compute for 08. So for 08 it is, I can see this is roundabout. Okay, this is 90 plus say 90 plus 90, 180. Okay, and for 09 it is just say 80. No, this is 120. Okay, and this is 120. Now what you are talking about is the gap. See this. So for 0304 it would be 40 by 300 into 100. For 0506 it would be negative, but I think they are talking about the absolute change. Okay, so this would be 60 by 320. Okay, for 070 this would be 40 by 260. Okay, then for 0809 it would be, what it would, 60 by 180. Okay, now I'm clearly able to see that this is very less. Highest, this is very less. This is close to 10% something, 10% plus something. This is somewhere say even less than 20%. 20% less, because 10% is 32, 20% would be 64, 20% less. If you see this 20%, so this is also somewhere round about 50%. But if you see this is 1 by 3 and this is nothing but 33.33%. So obviously the answer is 0809. You just had to basically get that what they are actually asking. Okay, now let's see the last part. Let's see the last part for this. Okay, while the subscription in Europe has been growing steadily towards that of the US, yes, I can see this, because see the gap is basically decreasing. Which of the following is closest to the percentage change in growth rate of 2007 over 2006 relative to the growth rate of 2005 over 2004? Okay, so growth rate of 2007 over 2006. Okay, just try and see this. Let's erase this because I don't see that there is any significance for this gap. Okay, let's remove this. Okay, let's try to see now. So 2007, I think they are talking about the Europe. So for 2007, this is, okay, I think 120. Closest to the percent change in growth rate. Percent change in the growth rate of 2007 over this. So 120 was the increment. Initial value was 380 into 100. Okay, so this would come about round about 32%. I think we have calculated this before. Okay, relative to the growth rate of 2005. Okay, just trying to see this. 2005 it was say 80 above 2004 the value was 180. So this is nothing but 4 by 9. So this would be round about 40%. Okay, this would be round about what it would be. So this is now 4 by 9. So 0.9 would be this into 4 something. Rather 40% plus it would be. Okay, 40% plus it would be. So this is 40% something. Okay, so what they are asking is relative to the growth rate of this. I think they are asking something like this. So 40 minus 32 upon 40 into 100 relative to the growth, na? Yes. So this would come out to be 8 by 40 into 100. This would be 1 by 5. This would be 20%. But I don't think that this would be 20%. Now why it won't be 20% is because see, it is something 44, 40 plus. Okay, so this won't be 17, this won't be 20. Doesn't seem that it would be as high as this. So I think 35 is the answer. Okay, what you need to do is for calculating this, just calculate this. So 4 by 9, I think this would be, so 1 by 9 is 1.11 something. Okay, 11.11. So this is 4 something. So this is 44.44 something. Now minus 32, you'll get something like 12, and 12 by 44 into something, and okay, this would be 35. Okay, this would be 35. Okay, we don't need to calculate it accurately, but this can't be 20, this can't be 11, this would be something beyond 30. Okay, so 35% would be the answer to this. To get the correct answer, what you can do is that you just need to see this accurately. See, this is the amount of the variation that they have to give you while solving bar chart, because you cannot get the values right. Okay, so 35 is the answer. 35 would be the answer to this. Okay, so this was, I think that's it for this session. We have covered the concept too, and now we'll just wind up the bar charts in the upcoming session. Okay, from this video, that's all. I hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next video.